Hey YouTube, this is Trains and Destinations, and today we're going to do a quick review on this Lenovo ThinkPad. So specifically, this is the Lenovo ThinkPad Chromebook. It's an 11.6-inch laptop, and it is a Chromebook, as I just said. You can see the Chrome logo is right there. And I got this laptop open box for a pretty low price. And I have used it now for about over a month, I would say. And so now I am confident enough to give a review of it. So first, let's go over the unit itself. It is black plastic, but it is pretty thick. So if I move it here to the side, you can see that it is a pretty thick laptop. This is meant to be a rugged laptop, as with all Lenovo ThinkPads. So to sort of compare the thickness, we'll put my smartphone next to it. And as you can see, even with a case on, my phone is still roughly half the thickness of this laptop. So this is a pretty thick boy. This is a thick boy laptop. But anyway, let's go over the features. So on the front, this does have a green light. And this is an education edition. So this specifically is known as the ThinkPad 11e Chromebook 3rd generation. So the E stands for education edition. So this is meant for use in schools primarily. And so essentially what this light is for is that it's an indicator that the laptop is in use, and also in certain Google Classroom applications, I believe that if a person wants to raise their hand, instead of actually raising their hand, they can just turn on this green light, and the green light would symbolize them raising their hand. I'm not entirely sure, but I do believe that that's the purpose of the light. And looking over the rest of the laptop, here we have an Energy Star logo. And on the back, based on the way the hinges look, you would think that this is a 360-degree hinge, but it is not. There are two models of this Chromebook. So this is the standard laptop. There's also a ThinkPad Yoga 11e, and that would have a 360-degree hinge on it, as well as a touchscreen. But this one doesn't have it. This is the standard one. And if you look on the back, we just have some grills, even though this doesn't have a fan in it. You got your four rubber stops on it. As far as the port selection goes, on the right hand side, you have from left to right, you have a headphone jack, a USB port, HDMI, and a Kensington lock. And on the other hand, or other side I should say, you have your charge port and another USB port, as well as a SD card reader. And as far as the charger goes, it is a standard Lenovo ThinkPad charger. And so you got your little AC adapter in the middle. You got your plug down there, which is a pretty unusual for a charger. The charger itself is a standard plug. I'll show you. So this is what the plug looks like, and it's just a standard 2-prong plug, whereas most laptops have 3 prongs on them. So this does make it a little bit different. What I do like though about this charger is that even though I would prefer a all-in-one charger, not this sort of 2-piece charger. At least it's pretty thin. It's pretty portable. And what I do like about the charge plug itself is that it is reversible. So it's very easy to stick it in. I can stick it into the laptop with one hand, and it is reversible. So you can stick it in either side, and it'll work. So I do like that. Now that we've gone over the laptop, we'll now go over the box real quick. So if you do purchase one of these, this is the box it comes in. It's a pretty small box, but as you can see, very wide. I do like the way the box looks. It's pretty clever, pretty fun. And if you look up top, you have your cardboard, your plastic, as well as your owner's guides and warranty information. So it's pretty standard stuff. All you pretty much get is essentially just you get the charger and you get your laptop. That's about it. So let's go ahead and open up the laptop itself. So it's a pretty strong hinge. As you can see, your green light, it's turning on. And yeah, you pretty much need both hands to open up this laptop. This is a very strong hinge, as expected. And you can see that these bezels are extremely thick. These are extremely thick bezels. But, it's understandable because this is a rugged laptop. And to that end, these are all reinforced. So these come out further than the screen. And again, it's reinforced, sort of this hard rubber plastic material. If you look at the keys themselves, these keys are splash proof as well as theft proof, so you can't pluck out the keys. It's pretty much impossible to do that. So again, this is built to withstand the sort of abuses that a child would, you would expect a child to, inflict on this sort of thing. So when a child takes this laptop to school, it's built to where if the child accidentally knocks the laptop off their desk, if the boy or girl accidentally spills a drink, this laptop's meant to withstand all of that. And the downside is that it is pretty heavy. It's pretty thick, so it's definitely not the most portable 11-inch laptop. But that being said, again, it's very rugged. Not to mention that I believe the matte display here, which isn't bad. It's a 1366 by 768 display. It's not bad. It does get pretty bright, as you can see. I'm going to lower the brightness so you can kind of see the display better through my camera. But it's not a bad display. It's not. And being a matte display, I believe it's also somewhat scratch-proof. So again, this is a very rugged laptop, which you would expect from a ThinkPad. Now on the laptop deck itself, you can see here you got your Intel logo. This has an Intel Celeron N3150. That's what the 3rd generation Chromebook 11E comes with. You see your Lenovo Education Series sticker. This is your trackpad, which has all of your standard, Chrome OS gestures. So the trackpad's like any other Chromebook. And then here you got your illuminated ThinkPad logo. As far as the keyboard, I will say the best part about this laptop is the keyboard. Now, most Lenovo ThinkPads, they're pretty much known for their keyboards, and even though this is a small 11-inch Chromebook, it's no different. And this keyboard, there's a lot of travel. I mean, this is a really good keyboard. If you ever used a ThinkPad before, I mean, really, this feels like any other keyboard in a ThinkPad, but it's excellent. These keys, there's a lot of travel. As you can see, the keys are springy, responsive, they're not loose. This is a great keyboard to type on. I will say that I've written a few essays on this keyboard, and it is great. This is a great typing experience. The keys are perfectly spaced, so it's easily the best thing about this laptop. Now, as far as Chrome OS itself, it's pretty much what you would expect. So you got your menu here. Now, I'm using the guest mode, so there's not a lot of apps, but I mean, everyone knows pretty much what a Chromebook is. So yeah, you use this key. This is a search key, and it brings up your essentially app drawer. As far as the other controls, you got your back button, forward button, refresh your web page. This will put you in a full screen mode. This button allows you to switch between apps, which, as you can see, no recent items. So if I open up Chrome, for example, and I hit the full screen mode, as you can see, the bottom bar goes away. That's full screen. When I hit this button, it pretty much shrinks it. So if there are multiple apps, you can go through your apps by hitting the multitask button. Then, of course, you got your brightness controls, you got your volume controls, and then your power button. And other than that, it's pretty much a standard keyboard. The only thing it's missing is that it does not have the trackpad nipple, but honestly, it's not necessary for something like this. Now, going back to the display, even though this is not a 360-degree hinge, it does fold back a full 180 degrees. So, if you have a child, if a child wants to help, wants to help out with a presentation or something of a like, this makes it easier. Depending on the situation, having the screen fold back like this does make it easier to use. Now, as far as the performance goes, it's pretty good. I will say that much. It has, like I said, has an Intel Celeron N3150 processor. So it's pretty much just above an N3060. So it's not an amazing processor. But the great thing about Chromebooks is that Chromebooks pretty much, they can run on almost nothing. These are very simple. It's a very simple operating system. And so because of that, Chromebooks pretty much work on any sort of processor. Along with it does have 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is perfectly fine for a Chromebook. 2 gigs of RAM is a little iffy, but 4 is perfect for a Chromebook. It doesn't need any more. The storage, though, is definitely, I'd say, a slight concern. Now, being this is an education-based Chromebook, you can see there your little pop-up menu there. Now, considering this is an education Chromebook, storage is not really a big deal. But that being said, this laptop only has 16 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, it doesn't really accurately show up here, but when I'm logged onto my account, it does show that it has 16 gigs of storage, and roughly 6 or so is used by the system. And so you're left with less than 10 gigabytes to actually store anything on here. So if you are getting this laptop, do not store anything on here. You'll run out of storage immediately. So I would say that that's probably one downside. And I would say that, you know, in terms of whether I'm going to keep this or not, the answer would be no. And it's because it's a Chromebook. It's a Chromebook. And if all you need is something for web browsing and email, this will work for you. But even to this day, Chrome OS still can't do the things that Windows and Macs can do. You can't use Steam on here, for example. You can't, there are certain apps that you can't use. There's no dedicated mail app for this. Yes, you have the Android app, but it's not as good on a Chromebook. Android apps do work on Chromebooks, but most of them just don't work very well. So unlike on a Windows laptop, there's no dedicated mail app. You can't use Steam. And as by such, you pretty much can't play any sort of games on here because of the lack of power. There's no mail client, which I already said, but again, you know, if you're someone who is on a Windows, on a Mac, and you have these sort of dedicated apps that make it easy for you to use the device, with this, you just don't have it. You just don't have it. And not to mention that you can't really do photo editing on a Chromebook. And this is in general. You can't do photo editing on a Chromebook. You can't do video editing. Yes, there are workarounds. Yes, there's Adobe Lightroom. But again, for the most part, there's just a lot of limitations when it comes to Chromebooks. And I would have liked that Google, you know, would have just done more to expand Chrome OS. But they just haven't done that. And so whether or not you get this laptop. Now, the laptop itself, I like it. The battery life is really good. It gets 7 to 8 hours of battery life. The keyboard is excellent. The trackpad is good. The screen is decent. And yes, this thing is extremely rugged. Pretty much no flex at all. Again, this thing's a tank. If you have a child or if you're a younger person who's watching this and you need a cheap laptop for school or college, this will be perfect. This will get the job done. Again, the battery life is good. The charger is nice, small, portable. In terms of performance, it's fine. You can play 1080p YouTube videos on this just fine. I wouldn't go 4K. It cannot handle 4K video, but it can handle 1080p video. So again, it gets all the basics done. If you need something, you know, if you need something just for web browsing and checking email, this will work. But if you're someone like me who needs a laptop occasionally for those more demanding things, such as gaming, like I'm not a hardcore gamer, but I do play some older games. And, you know, that's what I like about Windows. Windows just gives you that extra flexibility to where if you want to play some games, you can do that. You have a dedicated mail app on Windows. And as someone who has multiple emails, it's really helpful. And so, again, whether or not this laptop will work for you, it depends on your usage. If you think you can get everything done on a Chromebook, then I really, really do recommend this laptop. It is really good. I like it. I have tried the webcam. I believe it's a 720p webcam, and it's perfectly fine. Like I said, screen's good, keyboard's excellent, battery life is good. The only downside is that as a result of it being this thick, definitely not the most portable. Definitely not the most portable, and it is quite heavy. But that being said, whether or not this laptop will work for you depends on whether a Chromebook will work for you. And if you think a Chromebook will work out for you, good. But if a Chromebook won't satisfy your needs, then no. So that being said, at the end of the day, if you think you can get all of your computing needs done on a Chromebook, I will more than likely recommend this. I mean, I certainly recommend it. And I'll just show you the name of this real quickly. So this is the ThinkPad 11e Chromebook 3rd Gen, and there's the model number underneath. This also works as a secondary laptop. But again, whether or not this laptop works for you depends on your needs. Thank you.